gonna be honest with you guys, man. What made me realize how strong I am was me going through this spiritual journey. It's the toughest thing I ever willingly put myself through. But the one thing it taught me was I've always had this in me. I just had to accept it within myself and let it out to the world. And now that I have, I feel more accepted. Because, see, the advice I've been giving y'all and the advice I've been giving for years, I've been always giving it, but I was never one to follow it myself. But as soon as I started following it myself and I started actually looking at my life for how great it is and how much of a gift that I actually have, and I started understanding that and appreciating that, my life got better. You just have to learn how to appreciate your life and how to appreciate the people and things that you have in it and see the value in what you have and begin to appreciate your life for what it is and the things that you go through. And that's what I didn't realize when I was younger. I would go through things, but I wouldn't learn properly because I was too fast and trying to grow up before my time, trying to be an adult before I should have, trying to do adult things before I was really mentally and physically ready for it. But thankfully, my disability stopped me in a way because girls didn't want to look at me that way because of my disability. If I grew up anywhere else, I probably would have had plenty of kids by now. But because God allowed me to grow up where I grew up, and people looked at your disability and thought that you were slow and didn't want to hang around you, that actually worked to my advantage when I was trying to be fast when I was younger. I used to hate it when I would go through it and get rejected, but now that I'm older, it's the greatest thing that could have ever happened to me. And I know God put me in the town He put me in to protect me and make sure I stayed safe until I was mentally able to take over my powers and understand the gift that I have and how great it is. That's why I'm thankful people treated me the way they treated me. When I was going through it, it sucked and I hated it and I wondered why I was going through it. But now as I got older, I'm thankful that I stayed where I stayed and I live where I live and they put me through what they put me through. Because without that I wouldn't have the stories to tell and I wouldn't have the experiences I have that made me into the person that I am today. And I probably, like I said, if I lived anywhere else, I would have had a bunch of kids by now. And that's something I wasn't ready for. So I'm thankful that God allowed me to grow up in the small town He did, and people treated me the way they treated me.